how long should a relationship or how long should you date before getting married?
How long should a relationship last before people get into marriage? I don't think there should be a particular time frame for people wanting to get married, because no matter what it is, you can't absolutely know what a person is capable of or the kind of traits they can exhibit. And over time, people change. So if you know that you are in sync with this person, whether it be 6 months, it's 3 months, it's a year, it's 5 years, whatever it is, if you know that you are in sync with this person, it's in all ramifications, I think you're good to go. You can get married. And whatever it is that you have to learn, you learn during in the marriage. That's it.
But I would like to say, when people look out for certain things in people, that okay, this is what I want my partner to have, this is what I want my partner to be like, or this is the kind of thing, characteristic, let me put it that way.
Yes.
I feel if you finally see, let's say you have five, you want five things out of, like, you want five things out of everything, and then you get like four or you get three, I think it's a good go ahead. You can go ahead and ask the question.
Or you mean if you have like 5 things on your list that
yes,
you're
on my
watching out
list
for,
for what, yeah,
and then you find 3.
yes, out
Okay.
of it,
That's
from
above
the
average.
person. That's fair enough. You can go ahead, ask the question. Let me say I don't mind.
Okay, awesome. Start, buddy.
I think for me, the first thing is knowing what you want, because in most cases you find out that most folks out there don't even know what they want. So that's why you date for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm like, what exactly are you guys up to? And I think relationship should be defined because most times you discover that people go into relation for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either one person wants marriage in like 2 years, and there's this person who is not ready to even get married.
Yes.
And at the same time, so I think communication should also be like the forefront of everything both partners or both the both of them should do, because when you communicate your feelings or how you feel, it helps you to understand where or what should be the next phase in the relationship. So for me, it's just understanding why you're there, like what exactly I was talking about, because for instance, it's like a lady wants to have kids,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, okay, she wants to have like 6 kids, and the guy's like, 6, maybe maybe 1 or 2. So there should be that communication to understand what they both want, so that they can have clarity of purpose and what exactly are we doing in this.
Yeah.
If for me, I'm not an advocate of dating for like 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 years. Nah, I'm not an that's for me, that's like stress, because if you don't want it, don't date. Yes, we can be friends, right? But when it's too long, like, it gets boring and tiring for me. You understand? That's just my perspective to it.
Okay, so marriage doesn't get boring and tiring for you.
The marriage is the next phase. It's
Yeah,
like that's the next phase.
I feel exactly.
No.
If I'm dating you, it's just like me being in a semi-marriage with you. So if you tell me you're tired or you're bored or you get to see someone else who is more prettier than I am outside, and then you want to leave me for her. So if we're actually married, then you will do the same thing.
Let me now.
Okay.
Let me now
Okay.
play. Let me
She's
play
right.
the devil. Do you want to say something?
No.
Let me shake table. Is it right you're dating someone, right? Is it right to date more than one person, or wrong to date more than one person? Is it right or wrong?
No.
It's wrong.
Morally,
Why?
okay.
I won't really say morally. It now depends on what your relationship is, what definition you've given your relationship. If we've said we want to be committed, want to be in a committed relationship, I don't see why you should be you've told me already that, baby, I want you to cook egusi for me. I went through the whole hassle and I did egusi, and someone is bringing up bono, and then you are deciding that you want to mix the two, or then you want to drop my egusi that I cooked for you just to eat your bono. It's not making any sense.
Secretly on the low.
On the low,
It's not
it's
like
not.
that's better option.
very,
It's
very
not.
low.
It's not. If you
It's
want,
not, right?
that's why
Yes.
open relationship is there, babe. I want us to
I'm
be.
sorry, I just want to correct you. Open relationship is not a relationship.
It is a relationship.
So dating more than one person is a relationship.
It's a relationship.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm friends with Sheriff. I'm friends with.
No, you are
What are you
dating
calling
Benita. You are
I don't
dating
understand.
Sapphire.
Relationship. Relationship.
He
is a
said
relationship.
So, I just
dating
wanna
one
ask,
on one.
what-
As
what-
you are
what
dating
is the-
Sapphire, you are dating
Okay.
Benita. Are you in a relationship?
What
So
what
I'm
is the
dating both
essence of?
you. Am I in a relationship? I mean, no, it's wrong. I actually think it's wrong.
The funny thing is, men will tell you they can fall in love with two ladies at the same time.
Yeah,
That
that's-
one
that's-
is
that's
lost.
not-
It's
that's
mental
not-
problem.
That's
And
What
they
about
would-
what about people, men who probably marry more than one wife
no,
and they've got like
They are not in love.
that's-
They are not in love.
that's
what is
with them.
love?
Polygamy.
They are not in love.
Exactly.
With
That's
those
We're
not-
in love, man.
Exactly.
Love
seriously?
care.
Exactly.
Ground. What's love? What's the difference between like and love? So I
Ah.
can do that.
Okay, me liking someone. Oh, I like my friends. I can't really put it into words. But if I should follow the way people say definition of love is
No, your own definition of love.
I'm sorry,
How you see it.
I cannot really specify and say, okay, this is my definition of love, because I've never actually felt it. I've not had it before. So I cannot say, oh, this is my definition of love. So I try as much as possible not to use the word love, because I even
Respect
do not
for the
know
word.
exactly. I do even don't know what it means. So I cannot give it, okay, this is a particular definition.
Okay.
So, but from my perspective, right? It's all what differentiates it, because falling in love with more than one person or more than 50 or whatever it is commitment. Commitment, sacrifice. That's what differentiates it from one. It's just like a man getting married to more than 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 wives, right? It is all about commitment. And when you say you love something, it's how far can you go to sacrifice yourself, your resources, your time, your energy, your emotions for it. And that's what love is all about. Because if you fall in love with something or you love something, you are willing to like go the extra mile against
For
all
it.
odds, you know. And for me, you know, it goes beyond just saying I love this thing. It's about how committed are you to say, okay, you really love this thing.
That's where sacrifice.
Exactly. So that what you just talked about now, for me, it's all about commitment. You know, that's it. That's what love is all about for me.
I feel
know,
like
something to
if you're dating two people, then the first one is missing something the second one has. And then the second one is also missing something the first one has. And you want those two things. But one person does not have particularly those two things. But you find it in two different women.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Is there
So I feel like it's a compromise.
So, Father, is there anything in this life that you can't give
Money.
Deep.
without? No, in terms of like material.
Money is material.
Money, fine. So money, right?
Yeah.
They are in love with money.
I won't really say I'm in love with money.
Everybody is in love.
No,
with money.
I won't really say.
You blush. Somebody sends you money.
Do I blush?
Don't send you 100K
Hi, I'll feel okay. I'll feel happy.
until you not blush.
See what she's saying, like, bro. Even if you send me 5,000 naira, I'll be
As
happy.
in, thank you. See one more.
I
time.
know.
No.
She said she'll be
I feel
okay.
happy.
Yeah, until the-
And I'll
the
blush.
expression, that expression.
It's not easy for someone to
Forget that
tell
expression,
you
take the
No,
word.
I will be happy.
Forget that expression.
I will
take
be
the word.
happy.
The word.
But there's something you guys don't know. There are different levels to this thing you guys fall in love. There are people that are willing to die for this their so-called said love.
No, there's also stupid.
That is
That's
no.
stupidity. I don't think it's love.
So you want to tell me that?
That is the
you want to tell me what
extent.
Romeo and
Okay,
Juliet
let me
did
say-
was
let me
The
say-
extent to which they understand
Okay,
it.
So you want to
Yeah.
tell me
Let
what
Benita-
Romeo and Juliet
let
did?
Benita
Let's
say
hear
it.
it.
Okay, like what I think that love is, or what I know that love is, it's a combination of different things: tolerance, pain, care, commitments, all of the above. Because if you love someone, you want to do everything for the person. You want to always see the person. You want to always. It's just like loving your mom. Let me not even use dating a guy now. If you love your mom, you always want to see her happy. You always want to like put a smile on your parent. Let me not just say mom, your parents, maybe your dad and your mom. Or you love your sibling. What can I do to just make my sister
Siblings
smile?
happy, yeah.
What can I do to make my brother smile? That's love. It's not just about, some people are siblings, but they don't love their siblings. They don't care. Then if you're in a relationship with someone, if you really love the person, you can go extra miles. You want to see, even if there's no money, guy, you just want to be with the person, to make her just they see your face. maybe take anything. That's why people will be in relationship and they're calling them understanding girlfriend, understanding boyfriend. It's love that used to make those kind of people to be there.
I didn't
But
say I beg.
some of them,
She
Abeg.
has
Actually,
to explain herself.
Yeah, yeah,
some of
that's
them
the
are,
topic.
But
some
let's
of
share
them
it.
they take it as stupidity. Like some people will say, I can't date for love. I'll date for money. Stuff like that. Love is everything. Everything all together.
Okay, well, as he has said before, when you like somebody, I feel like love is just an exaggerated form of likeness.
That's why I'm the guy.
Now, if I like somebody, for me to fall in love with that person, there are certain decisions I would have made within myself. Okay, this person, can I cut them some slack? This person, can I sacrifice this for them? Can I do these things for them? And gradually I begin to find myself, wanting to be with them all the time, wanting to do all the things that, so it's more like just an exaggerated form of likeness. Everything you can do for somebody because you like them. Love is like times 2. It's just like doubling that thing. And that's what it is.
Let me say something. You said in exaggerated form of likeness, right?
Yes.
When you're in love with someone, do you know that you will not be thinking properly? You don't need to think
That's
about.
that's why I wanted to.
You don't need to think about,
That's
do I
why
want to be with
compliment-
this person?
I
Your
want to-
body, everything, you
Sorry,
go one call the
sorry,
person.
I like
You
what
want
you
to,
said. I want to compliment.
so
what
it's
you
not
said.
about you
Yeah.
thinking
Just to
about
finish
it.
off.
Okay.
If once you are in love with someone, when maybe you are in love with someone, when a lady, as a guy, you are in love with a girl, you don't need to start thinking, oh, am I going to call this? Am I going to always
No,
want
no,
to?
you-
The love be showing like
what
itself.
I
Sorry,
explained,
that's
what
why
I
said,
explained now is this.
Let me compliment exactly what you
At
said.
this point, I'll just say God won.
What Sherry said is completely
I
true.
can't relate.
It's completely true. Love is Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
It is the peak of stupidity
Yeah.
because just like Benita too has said, you are not thinking properly. You're not thinking
You're not in the right state of
rationality.
mind, yeah.
Thank you. You're not in the right
Maybe
state of
after you
mind.
stop loving
Meaning
the
that
person, your head will
you
start
can
coming
do
back.
anything
Guy, man, all of my
that will even compromise your own health,
Yes.
your
Your
well-being,
mental space.
just for this person,
Yeah.
regardless of what that person feels
For you.
For you.
So it's
Aww.
stupidity.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
it's then
stupidity.
after the relationship, like maybe when you break up with the person and maybe you stop
Hey.
loving the person, then you realize, man, I was
Can
a
you actually-
mumu.
No,
Can
but,
you
but
actually
you know,
say
but you know,
love
but
is-
you know, but you know this thing. You
Let
know,
me, guys, what you call stupidity, to the person in love, it's not stupidity.
Yes.
And I actually wanted to ask you guys, including Sheriff as well, too. Does love, fail? When you say you love someone, even in marriage, like in marriages, right? Because it's all about, I keep telling, someone dropped in the group, like, love, love, love. Sometimes love will fail. It's not, it
Yes.
goes beyond saying love,
Yeah.
that word love. Because even when you break up with a person, right?
Yes.
And you truly,
Love that
and
person.
truly love the
Love to
person,
that person.
you will still have some kind of like likeness for that person. Now, what you said, excessive, I don't know, there's
an exaggerated.
exaggerated,
form.
yeah.
Yes.
The likeness is still there, but it's not like an advanced kind of stupidity, you
Yes.
know. So what I'm saying in essence is that you can still love someone, but it gets to a stage that even when you guys are not together, you still
Just
have
for
that
that.
kind of
Yes.
like special, form of likeness for that person.
That's why I
Yes.
asked, can love die?
It can die,
Yeah,
and
it can.
sometimes
I
it
don't
won't.
think it can die. It can only
Like
be
die.
suppressed.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
can only be suppressed because it's either you are there or you are coming back to likeness.
Except
just
if it is toxic, maybe that person,
Yeah.
like you said, someone that
Even if it's toxic, you still like that person, but not like the fact that they are toxic.
There's something
Yes.
still
Yes.
there that remains.
Yeah.
Yes, you like the, and you probably still be hoping that I hope this person changes
Change.
one day.
So-
If somebody likes the person and if there's
Shagun,
Stockholm
you're-
syndrome, I beg.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was quite smart.
Shagun, you're quite experienced in this field. So I would ask you, in marriage or with a wife or with anything, is it love or is it?
But wait, why are
Affection.
you not asking me? So I'm not experienced.
No, I'm not asking you because I'm not experienced. I'm asking you.
Is it love or what?
In marriage,
Affection,
is it?
just plain
Okay.
old affection.
It's both.
I
Actually.
don't call it like. It's both.
It's both
So
because
it's stupidity and
sometimes it's so like that's why I said it fails too. So it's like at a point it gets like this, and this. Then sometimes you get like, so it's like
A scale.
a
It's
skill.
60-40 on each side.
You understand?
So
So
it's always
it
fluctuating.
balances, and that's why I keep telling anyone who cares to listen. Right? It goes beyond just saying you love someone. Like, date someone who is kind, someone who is more like a friend. You know, so that when that love is not there anymore, she's like, this person is still kind. She still gets my interest at heart,
Yes.
or it's, you know, because that goes a long way to like. Or sometimes I just wake up like, oh my, do I really love this person? Like, you know, or maybe he or she does something
There's
very
something,
crazy
just
that
one
makes
thing,
you
yes.
like mad.
Yeah, you're like,
If not be you.
or how about if it's you just mistakenly fall inside a girl's private parts, and then she just feels like, you know, this is not the guy I married.
Is that
Well,
a mistake?
It happens. It happens. It happens. People fall out of love. It happens, but it's just for you to like try to see if you can rekindle the relationship. But there are some you can't just control. It doesn't.
Yeah,
It
you
happens.
have to just-
Like shit happens.
Yeah.
You have to
And
be
the
very
proof
honest.
of this is with exes, because everybody is still having, apart from me, affection for their exes.
I don't think it's for everybody.
Affection, bow.
I don't have an ex.
Not all exes.
I
Eh?
don't
think
have,
it's for
I don't
everyone.
have
I
an
type
ex.
X on everybody's phone here, you go see him, you go come
I don't have
Not
an
all
ex.
exes.
Never had.
Not all exes.
I beg, continue with
I don't think it's for everybody because it's all about. So like I said,
So like me,
love is all about
everybody will catch me go once.
it's all about commitment, sacrifice and everything. And yeah, so that's it for me.
That's why I said love is about everything. It's about the commitment,
giving
the
everything.
tolerance,
Yes, you're
It's
giving
love-
you're
it's love
giving
to
yourself.
the
Totally.
wickedness. Yes.
Is love blind?
Love is blind. Marriage is the eye opener.
It is.
Love is not blind though.
No, it
Love is
actually
not blind though.
no. It depends. It depends on the context.
Love is not
It
blind
depends
though.
on the context of love is
See,
blind.
I could remember one
is
couple of
blind.
growing up in church, right? My pastor used to tell us
Yes.
that I grew up in Deepa. I used to say it. I like saying this every time. So when you see me, it was like, see,
But you are missing.
we talk about. I think she's
You are
using that.
missing.
Sorry, thanks. We talk about in church. They say we love God, we love God, we love God. See, if God show you the will, you have to also shine your eyes to like see the will very well.
Yeah.
So for me, I always say love is not blind. Love sees. Forget say, but there are some basic things you look out for, right? But love is not blind. In as much as you be mumu, you can see you apply mumu, your mumuness. Have you all like put it out with
Mumuism.
some level of common sense? So for me, love is not blind. It sees.
But I think I might object to that because I feel like before you get to that point where you actually love that person, there are certain things you have seen that have attracted you to that person. So you are past the stage of, oh, this is my common. You have already used your common sense to see some certain things that, okay, can I really do this? or
No,
not?
I'm talking about from level one, not like from. I'm talking about like starting building something.
And yes,
So-
that's,
Yeah,
yes,
why-
that's
I
what I'm
feel
talking
like-
about.
I feel like why
Yes,
they
that's
say
you
love
have,
is
you have already
blind.
seen some things that have attracted you. Now those things you only be those things will keep you attracted to that person, will keep you attached to that person to the point that you are not even seeing something that's bad that they are doing anymore.
That is very
So
love is blind.
that's where love is blind because you're seeing it, you are consciously loving that person, loving that until you get to the point where you adjust it and you don't even know that, oh, this person does something wrong. And if on a normal day you would tell the person, why the fuck did you do that? You'll not be like, if it's not because it's you.
But what if you consciously do and it's out of love, but from a point of view that okay, you're looking at what people will say, or because you're committed to it because you have kids, you're committed to it because of something, but it's
Then
not.
I don't
you-
think that's I don't think that's
That-
love.
That's why
I don't
said
think that's love. I
is
think that's
blind,
commitment.
Marriage is the eye opener. Because if you say if the way people are saying love is blind, I can be in a relationship with Sherry, and Sherry has a bad character. Sorry,
Yes,
you don't have a bad
yes.
character, but I'm not seeing it.
Yes.
At that
Exactly.
particular time.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're the
seeing
only
it.
person that's not
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it.
I'm the only
Online.
person that's not seeing it. But maybe as surprised as my friends, "But what the fuck are you doing with this guy?
Yes.
This guy is just a junk, like something like that."
But-
And I'm like,
but,
my
yeah,
dear
that's
Biko, I
perfect.
like the way he is. He's my kind of guy.
And then you
all.
start thinking that I'm trying to spoil what God has put together.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
you know you can actually not like gambling, and maybe your babe is the type that plays sport bet. You now start to find an excuse that sport bet is not
You will
that
start
bad.
learning
Yeah.
about
It's not
it.
that bad. So,
Yeah.
but you don't actually like it. Or maybe you notice that you don't even like smoking, and she smokes, and you're like, it's not
Like,
smoking.
It's
It's
not
not
fine.
I
You
can't
get-
die now.
So far,
Exactly,
likes,
so-
so far likes football, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I can promise you, and I mean promise, I always stick to my promise. That Sapphire got it from the man.
Nah. No, please, hold on. Nah, I never got it from a man. No.
Transgender?
What the hell? No. Okay, so
You're a clown.
so what happened was there was this time when I was in school,
Okay.
and then my mates were like talking about Drogba. Yes, in school they were talking about Drogba, and then yes, celebrity crush. And I was like, who is this nigga? The guy is too fine. They were comparing him to, I think, yes, Ronaldinho. Yes, they were comparing him to Ronaldinho. They're comparing it to Ronaldinho, and I was like, it's a lie. I want Drogba. You know that childish stuff.
Yeah.
That was.
That's why I said really like.
No, like they were comparing.
That's really.
Hi.
That was
It
her
was not my
spec.
So
spec.
that's why I said really like really.
What the fuck? They were
Okay.
comparing Ronaldinho
What
to
type I will-
Drogba.
Off record.
Oh my god.
No, they were comparing. There was a
Okay.
comparison.
Drogba is not that ugly now.
It's not that ugly.
It's not that ugly.
Compared to Ronaldinho.
fried his hair.
Yes.
Better than fry.
Yes, that was like
Wait.
I was even younger, Steph, and I
Wait.
love Drogba like so much.
Exactly.
That was more reason I
Oh, baby.
No, wait.
We didn't see what they
I'm
were
not
seeing.
talking about. No, wait. I was talking about dating. Like there was a comparison between Ronaldinho and Drogba.
Okay. And as to who is good, right?
Yes, in football.
Oh, football.
Yes,
I
that
thought
was
maybe.
That's some skill.
Guys, please you please come to class.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was making a comment. Comment, and I was, because I always heard Drogba. Then it was Chelsea, so there was always this like Drogba is this, Drogba is that. So I just jumped and was like, Drogba is better than Ronaldinho. Drogba is this, Drogba is that. I had no idea what I was saying, and then they were blasting me one by one. And I hate being blasted, especially when it comes to maybe things I do not know. And then there's correction from this angle. It makes me feel like a fool. So I started like, oh, who is this Drogba said?
So you now started making research.
And I started researching.
Then came your crush.
And then rests.
Alright.
Rests. And then I got to like the hat tricks, dribbling, and all that stuff. So I started watching Drogba's matches. And then what made me really fall in love with it was World Cup. When I watched World Cup, and I loved the whole
competition.
Yes, the whole competition and everything, the way they were beating Nigeria's ass, and I really loved the fact that they were beating Nigeria's
Because
ass.
Drogba was playing so as well.
We should deport this girl or something.
I really love the
How
fact.
can you like the fact that they are
Excuse me, I'm a
beating us?
Saudi babe. Even if you want to deport
Oh,
me.
so,
I like
Oh,
the fact.
okay.
I like the fact. Yes, I like the fact that they were beating Nigeria's ass,
I know, yeah.
and that everyone was shouting, "It's Ojoro."
What's
it's this,
Mandelisa? What's
it's that."
Mandelisa?
Excuse
I'm actually learning Zulu. I'm learning Zulu.
So that was what happened. That was.
That's pretty different.
So please,
Let's do the topic.
it was not a man.
Okay, so next topic.
Yeah. Nice one.
So the next
The
topic.
next topic is.
I think so. We were talking about the finance for kids
That's it.
before,
That's
like.
it.
What's, do you have a next
a
topic?
serious
Yeah.
topic.
What's
Please.
this?
So, can you marry a caring, loving wife who is a terrible fool?
Yes.
Big
This
deal.
one I want to let me talk.
And see, you can
Wait,
marry a wife first of all.
See, excuse you, I
Shut up.
I can. Men are always making this thing look like it's one big deal, or it's a must know. A woman must know how to cook.
I think we should.
No.